everyone, and welcome back to this evening's video. And today I have my top, I think there's 12 there, it could be 13, I don't know, favourite palettes of 2023. I nearly said 2022 and I've suddenly got not flush going. Whew. Just a minute. Okay, just about gone. I'm going to first show these. Now, these are in no particular order, so I'm not going to go, this is my first favourite palette, blah, 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 blah. I'm not doing that this year. I'm just not. So, I'm going to show you these in the lot one. Cheating, but it's my channel. I'll cheat if I want to. So, these are the Fiora palettes. I think that's how you pronounce it. And this one is one that a very good friend bought me, and this one's a Conquer palette, and it looks like this, and it's so gorgeous, really nice formula, love them very much. It's just so easy to work with. Really like these £9 palettes. So I ended up buying two more. So I bought the Days palette and the Rocky palette, and I'll quickly show you them. And the Days palette looks like this. I really like this kind of colour story this time of year, and this is gorgeous. It really works well. Like I say, the formulas in these are incredible. I should pop the sleeves back on after the video. And this is the Rocky palette, and it looks like that. And these are just really nice formulas, like I said. Really enjoy them. The next palette I've chosen is the Earthy palette by Beauty Bay. And I'm going to open it this way so I don't blind you with a mirror. And this is just a green palette, as you can see. And I really love this. This formula is incredible. Absolutely incredible. I really like it. And I've panned that one. And yeah, I just really enjoy this palette a hell of a lot. And it's a nice palette when you want green shades. It's just a really good go-to. So, first green palette of the lot, as you will see. The next palette is this Revolution Affinity palette. Now, I've had this about 2 or 3 years or so. I panned some of the shades really quickly, and I've just started to use this again because I was using the Soph palette for months and months and months trying to pan the whole thing, and I was going till the end of December, I really was. And then I looked at it one day and I just thought, I'm just bored of it now. I'm just bored. So it's probably not going to happen where I pan the whole thing, but I've done pretty well. Anyway, this is the Affinity palette, and as you can see, I've really enjoyed that peach shade. And yeah, I just love working with this palette. Today I had that shade on with the brown in the crease, just a simple look, and it was gorgeous, really nice. I'm not going to swatch any shades today. So yeah, I really like this palette, and it's gone into my everyday makeup case at the moment. The next one is the Revolution Extra Spice. I think this is the 3rd or 4th year running I've had this in as favourites. I haven't used it a hell of a lot this year, but I have still used it a good amount of times, and I still really love this. This is the second collaboration that Soph did with Revolution, and yeah, it's just gorgeous. It's so easy to work with. I really, really do like it. And it smells fine. It's not gone funky, so it's fine. The next palette I have is the Revolution Pro New Neutral palette. And it looks like that. And I really do like this palette. It's really nice. The formula is incredible. The shimmery shades are almost to the point of glittery, if you know what I mean, but not being actually glitter. and there is 2 glitters in there, which I have used a couple of times, I think. And as you can see, that shade is almost gone now. And yeah, I do really enjoy going in with this palette. It's a really nice neutral palette, and if you want a quick look, that is a nice palette to use. The next one is this Revolution Chilled palette, and this is a mostly green palette with a neutrally side here. I love both sides of this palette. This is incredible, and the glitters in this, I saw a video on someone using this palette a few days back, and she said the glitters are not very good and they're hard to work with. I don't find that. I find these glitters are probably the best glitters that Revolution has ever done. But we're all different. We're all different. So yeah, I really do like this palette. I don't pull it out a hell of a lot of times, but when I want a really green look and I'm not going in with the other palette, I will go in with this one. Gorgeous palette. Really nice one. Next one is that palette I told you about. I was using a hell of a lot, and as you can see, I have gone through this. Panned completely, 4 shades. Got loads of pans hit in this palette. I can't see myself panning the white or the black because they're not the shades I sort of go with regularly. I use the white just to like lighten up a shade or something, but not that often. But yeah, it is a nice palette. It is a really nice palette. I have to say that this purpley pink sort of shade is a little bit hard to work with. The green is beautiful. It's got like a gold shift in there. That gunmetal blue is gorgeous. And if you pop the black on the lid and then pop that on top, it really makes that shade pop. Because that's like a gunmetal blue, as I've said, but it's got like a reddy undertone. Now you'd think the red would work better with it, but actually no, it's a black. And yeah, I have really enjoyed using this palette. I still plan to carry on using it. I've just become a little bit bored now, and I did have a huge break this year from using this as my everyday palette, my go-to, you know, all the time. Every time I did makeup it with this palette, and I didn't love this palette for a start, and now I have found a love for it. But I'm a little bit bored now. I'm just had enough of the same palette, and I look at it now because of all the pans and I just go, what do I want from it? So yeah, I'm going to give it a little bit of a break for a while. I was planning on, like I said, trying to completely pan it to the end of this year, but unfortunately I just can't. I want something different. The next one might not be a surprise to you, and it might, is the Nikki Tutorials collaboration with Beauty Bay. And I am going to find it very difficult not to blind you with the mirrors because they're on each side. I will try my best. And yeah, I just really like this palette, and I have panned the all-in shade, which is the shade where the green and that purpley blue is. You can see that next to the green. And I really do like this palette so much. It's really nice. And I think I panned the pink. No, I haven't. That's just how your brushes can leave like oily marks or whatever. That sounds great, doesn't it? But yeah, it's a beautiful palette. However, the other day I still had a base which was sticky because I was using the Temu concealer, which was way too dark for me, as a primer on my eyelids, and I think it was still a bit tacky. And this, because it's a pressed pigment palette, where you put the eyeshadows, it will stay. So, you know, it's not like your regular eyeshadows. And it just stuck in the one place, and I couldn't move it at all, so I had to start all over again. But yeah, it is a beautiful palette. The next one is this 35XO Natural Flirt palette by Morphe. I hope I'm not muffling when I'm down here because my chin goes right into this fluffy top. And it looks like this, and I wanted it for a hell of a long time, and then I finally managed to get it because when I wanted it the first time round, it had sold out everywhere. And I love this for neutrally shades and just pinks, and it's really gorgeous, so nice to work with. The shimmers are not your foiled kind of shimmer, but they're more of a satinish sort of feel, a bit more than satin, but you know what I mean. And I just really like this palette. And there's one glitter in there, and I can't recall using it yet, so I must do that because I do like myself a bit of glitter. I might already have glitter still on my face because yesterday, or no, the day before, when I used this palette, the Nikki one, you see I've used it 2 days in a row. The first day was fine, and because the shades have got micro glitters in, so just bear that in mind if you're going to buy it. I'm pretty sure it's still available, and it went all over my face. You know what it's like when you got glitter stuck somewhere, it won't move. So I was all glittery, so I'm pretty sure I still am, I don't know. Anyway, yeah, this is a beautiful palette. I really love this. I'm so glad I picked it up, and I got it on a deal as well, so that was good. And the last but not least is this one here. I'm still keeping it in the box because I like the box. And this is the Aussie palette, which I don't think I've actually done a proper video of a look with this. I think I've just done a short. The Rock and Roll Beauty palette, and I love this. I really do. I love the way the palette looks. It's very sturdy and quite weighty, and it opens up the opposite way to a normal palette looks, and I can't do this without blinding you. Let's go that way because you can't bend that back, and I don't like to do that anyway. And it looks like that. This is gorgeous. This is beautiful. This is just everything. I mean, I really love this palette. It is making me do owl noises every time I do my makeup with it. And yeah, I just love all the greens and that one is beautiful. On the inner corner, that is stunning. I mean, it's stunning everywhere on the eyes, but so yeah, I really like this palette a hell of a lot, and I think I have gone in with every shade. This is gorgeous. I love it so much. So glad I picked it up. And I got it on a good deal at £10 instead of 20. So, you know, I'm pleased about that. And that is my top palettes of 2023. I'll say that because saying top 10's a bit silly. And I didn't want to categorise them in numbers because they're all really good. I still haven't done a further declutter because I'm a bit lazy and I just haven't done it yet. Yeah, to be honest, yeah, I really do love this. I do not regret buying that. This year I have bought 3 palettes only. Now, I bought the Studio London palette, and I got this one, the Chilled palette, and the Aussie one. And now the Aussie one, when it first came out, I wanted it, and this Chilled palette, I wanted it for a long time. That one I did buy on the Revolution website with a few of the bits from the collection. There is a video up on that, and I just picked those bits up at the time. And then that was purchased on Amazon with gift vouchers from Misplay. And I purchased the Studio London palette from Superdrug. So yeah, so 3 palettes this year. I'm pretty sure it is only 3. I'm certain of it. It is. It's only 3. So I have done so well this year. Not because I was aiming to, because I've had to. So, you know, and I've worked with all of my collection. every palette I already own and done a little shop my stash and just chose out of there. And I've found some palettes I really don't love anymore, but I've also found some little gems I forgot were really nice. So, you know, sometimes doing a shop my stash is a good thing. But yeah, this is going back in my makeup case. It's a case because it's like a silvery case that just opens up, and it's really nice actually. I think I've actually shown you on this channel at some point. But yeah, that's my like everyday makeup thing. Brushes in there and everything. Anyway, so I've waffled on about complete nonsense for the last few minutes, haven't I? So I'm going to enjoy the rest of my evening, possibly help Neil with the cooking, well, finishing up the cooking because he's doing a chilli today and we get lots of it and we freeze bits in portions, you know, so we've got quite a few meals. So yeah, I'll be helping out with that. So I will see you again next time. If I don't see you for another video before Christmas and you do celebrate Christmas, have a wonderful time. I hope you get what you have asked for or wanted and wished for, or just to really enjoy the day and just enjoy the time with your family and friends. Of course, Christmas isn't always a good time for everybody, and it's not particularly a good time for me either. So for all of you don't really enjoy Christmas and not having a very good time, I've lost loved ones building up to Christmas or during Christmas, no matter how far back it was, my heart goes out to you and I'm sending all my love your way. Just take the day how you can and just enjoy being with the people you love that are around you now. I'm so sorry for your losses. I know how it feels. So I'm sending all of my heart to you. So anyway, I'm going to go. I will see you again for another video, possibly in the new year, maybe not. Maybe it'll be during Christmas, I don't know. So I will see you again very soon. Take care everyone. Do all the good stuff if you want to. You don't have to. I will never put any pressure on you for that. Just bear in mind, I'm now currently on 103 away from 500 subscribers. So just give it a thought and press the subscribe bell if you want to help me get to 500. So I will see you next time. Take care. Goodbye everyone.